But we've been, as far as what we've been working on, and this is something that we do every day. We train every day, and it's not just Bryce; it's Bobby Henry too. I got two sons that I am. Bobby's taking over the boxing world, and Bryce is taking over the boxing and the bare knuckle world. So,
nice.
as I told you before, I reiterate on this: we train every day for any situation.
Well, that's good. I mean, so what gym do you run?
I started, well, not just by myself. Me and my partner, we started Slaughterhouse Boxing about 12 years ago, something like that. We started Slaughterhouse Boxing, and basically Slaughterhouse Boxing was just straight up and down Slaughterhouse Boxing. Can I cuss on here? I don't want to get y'all in trouble.
Yep. No. You can cuss, man. We're going to be on every platform that allows it, so don't even worry.
Straight the hell up. We started Slaughterhouse Boxing for the motherfucking kids that couldn't join the PAL programs. PAL program started from the age 8 to the age of 18. After that, you couldn't be enough. You was too young, or if you was 19, you had to be out of there. So I knew a lot of kids that were 19 years old, but they still were babies in the head. They still needed guidance. They still needed somebody that support their dreams and help them out. So we came up with Slaughterhouse Boxing to fit the needs of all the youth, especially the ones that have 6 years old, but their parents are pro boxers or in the combat league, and these kids are 6 years old and knew footwork, knew how to turn a jab, turn the hook over. You know what I mean? So when you see that in a little kid, you're like, damn. You like, it's something else. So am I gonna shoot him away because he's too young, or am I gonna cultivate that? And that's what Slaughterhouse Boxing became. Now, what it grew to was a whole different ball game. It grew to a lifestyle. It grew to, people wanting to be down because they just thought that we were just this immovable force. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter was, we trained hard. We worked every day. Not only that, in amateur, I was a referee. I'm a judge. So, I got the insides of what needed to be done, opposed to just trying. Straight up and down as a father, my sons lost a fight. I never was like, oh, they cheated you, they robbed you, they did all this shit, they did that. I was never that type of person. I was like, what did you do wrong? Where did you go wrong? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Now that you know that what you did, let's work on that this next week. So when we get to this next week, to this next fight, we can be better at what we did. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
fix it.
When I got to being an official, I knew exactly what was going on. I knew exactly what these refs and judges wanted to see. So I implemented that in every day of training. You want to fight 3 rounds, 3 minutes? Well, we're going to work and spar for 6 to 9 rounds, 3 minutes each. You know what I mean? So you won't have to resolve on putting your hands down and getting hit in your head and shit like that. Yep. So that's what the Slaughterhouse pretty much stood upon and what it grew to. And now here we are with a plethora of boxers, pro boxers, and a plethora of pro bare knuckle boxers. And I think I got 2 amateurs that are still in the system. Shout out to Rycro. Yeah. Shout out to Big Chino. Be on the lookout for them. But as I said.
Nice. So are they going to go more the boxing route, or are they going to come into the bare knuckle as well?
I'm going to keep Rycro in the boxing right now. He's going to dominate the boxing world, but Chino's coming in to kill the bare knuckle. I'm going to show y'all Samoan. Y'all for to see a big Samoan come in and
that's good to hear. We need some more heavyweight. Is he heavyweight or?
Hold on 1 second. Don't go out. This is my son calling me. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh my God, this boy talking about some PlayStation 6. Okay, I'm back, man.
Was that Bryce by chance or?
Yeah, Bryce, he's gonna come down.
Nice, good.
He's in that room right there.
Okay, cool. So are they taking care of you in a good hotel and everything?
Yeah.
You liking it?
Hampton Inn, and don't say that. It's gonna come back to me. I'm in Great Falls, Montana.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah,
Are you
yeah.
liking it? Is the town treating you good?
I mean, they love me. All bullshit aside, I think they never saw a black dude with hair like this. Cause boy, it was like,
They giving you that look, huh?
little booty stuck like.
Oh, it's all right, man. Soak it in,
Man, I'm
brother.
from
Soak it
Miami, so
in.
I got a melted pot.
So after starting this,
Yeah,
slaughterhouse and everything, when did your kid come in? Like both of your kids, like what age did they come into boxing? Were they already into it because you were into it?
No, actually, I fought in the military, and our fighting wasn't based upon rules or anything. It wasn't no putting headgear on. We did MMA before MMA was out, UFC before UFC was out. I was in the
Yep.
military back in '97, so um, it wasn't that. But my father, and my grandfather actually fought, did amateur boxing. My grandfather actually fought in the military
Oh,
boxing.
okay.
So it's been in my household. It's been in my bloodline, my DNA. Also, my uncle, shout out my uncle Tony Bradham. He fought Klitschko back in the day.
Wow.
So it's been in our family for a while as far as fighting is concerned. And I was just a street kid that had to take up for my little cousins and stuff and fight their
Yeah.
battles. But as I said, I fought in the military. Shout out to the elite, my group back then.
Shout out.
And just coming home and raising kids, it was just a part of the every day. We watched every fight, and then I think one day, like both the boys played football and basketball, little league football and basketball. And one day, Bobby, he asked me, could I find a gym so they can box? And I was just waiting for that because his mama didn't want him to do it, but I wanted them to come to me. I didn't want to force them into doing anything. So got them in when they was like 9 and 10, and the rest is history.
Nice.
And it's been nothing's been given. Everything's been earned
What's a
all the way to
perfect
back
age
with
for them to come
title.
in too?
The title magazine as amateurs, you know what I mean? With title
Yep.
boxing, for them being in the magazine, for them having multiple photo shoots with them. You know what
Wow.
I mean? Like all of that was just preparation for what's going on and what's going to continue to come.
And so your son Bryce that's coming in, to Great Falls, Montana, to take on, a kid that's
Billy
pretty,
Wagner,
yes, pretty tough. You know what I mean? He's a guy coming off the reservation. They live in poverty over there. The stripes and struggles. You know what I mean? The guy's
Mikey,
been through a lot. Yep, and he's
yes,
taken a lot of big fights. He just fought Ali's grandson. And when I
Doc
watched the fight,
Savage.
that was a close fight. But they're both coming off of big BKFC wins. You know, they're both hard hitting, fast action, get the knockout really quick. Now, to prepare for a guy like Billy Wagner, how'd you guys do it? What was your, like, I don't want your game plan because we're
We've
just
been in
right
the
before
gym
the
every
fight.
day. So
Every
the
day.
only
Yep,
game plan is to stick to the game plan.
absolutely.
And we've been in the gym every day. We don't take no days off. We're in the gym. These mosquitoes are bad up here, boy.
Oh, I know.
Lord.
Makes me itch just thinking about it.
Oh.
Uh, they're gonna
But
eat you alive.
uh, there's no specific plan because every fighter is different. And you look at somebody, you think you're working on something, and they changed it all the way up on you.
Yep,
So, that's not the goal. Our goal was just to stay consistent in our training and know we practice.
good.
You know what I mean? We even back to the bread and shavers. You know what I mean?
Yep,
What we practice
absolutely.
is what we did. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. So, has Bryce taken a regular boxing fight after he took a bare knuckle?
Yeah, Bryce just fought 2 weeks ago. Bryce is
Oh,
6-0 as a boxer.
I saw that. I saw the record.
He's six and
I
zero as a
just.
boxer with 5 knockouts. And actually, 2 weeks ago we just had a boxing match on the zone on the
Oh
Jake Paul
wow.
card. Yeah,
Oh
he fought.
wow. Okay, I watched that card.
Yeah, we fought one of the toughest. Shout out to Jamal Pemberton, one of the toughest fights we've had thus far. Shout out to Jay Money, like for real, for real. That young guy is gonna be a world champion, and I'm not just saying that. I know this.
Wow. So he just did a fight 2 weeks ago, and he's doing this fight now.
Yes.
That is absolutely amazing. I've never even heard a story this good. I'm telling you right now. And this is the
His name
problem. Like,
is man. He's the
yeah,
boogeyman
like
killer.
I don't understand how BKFC did not do an interview with you guys. When I saw Billy's, I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Like you're reaching out to the
It's
Montana
crazy.
boy. I get it. This is gonna be fight of the night for sure. I did not know he just did a fight 2 weeks ago. It's like that amps everything up in my world right now.
On
Just
the zone on the
shout out.
podcast. We're trying to, spread our wings. Big shout out to my team. I got a team that's working. You know what I mean? Big shout
Yep.
out to Ryan Perez, world class trainer. Big shout
Wow.
out to
Yes.
Nelson Lopez, top promoter. I can't sit here and say this all me because I'm not that type of person. You know what I mean?
No. So you
At
got
all.
multiple
I got
coaches in the
a
gym.
team. I got a
Yep.
team. Without a team, ain't nothing's possible. I got a real strong. I got a team. That's all I can say. And I can't sit here and say we're at Christmas parties all the time, but everybody
Yeah.
knows their job and everybody gets it done. And y'all gonna see.
Oh, I'm waiting for this now. Like I'm super psyched up. This is what I was like seeing in the relevance of the interviews I was watching, what I was seeing on the fight card, and the build up to the main event, the co-main event. I was looking at this fight in particular because I saw your boy's record. It's insane. It's absolutely undefeated. I didn't know about the fight 2 weeks ago, and so I was like, wow. So we're coming in, we're fighting a very tough Montana boy. They're rising him up. They're interviewing him, and I was like, so why are we not hearing from Bryce at all? Because his record looks phenomenal. His knockout in the BKFC was phenomenal. And now he's about to showboat a 2 week I mean layoff. You got 2 weeks to rest, and he's gonna come right into this one. This is absolutely this is a story built, and I don't know how everybody missed it. So I'm so glad I got to catch you because I wanted to hear from your side of the story because I'd kind of done a little bit of research myself and finding out that you had a couple of kids in the boxing, that you're backing them, that you probably had gotten them in at a very young age. I kind of saw the story before the story, and so now hearing it from you, it's absolutely it's exciting, and I hope we can excite more people to start watching your boy, because this is a story of Rocky way back in the day, coming into somebody's hometown, not even taking
Definitely.
a rest. So
Yeah.
that excites everything more, and I can't wait for other people to see this. We're gonna drop this tomorrow, I promise you. We're gonna go on every platform, get your boy's name out there a little bit, because this is the fight everybody's kind of missing.
Let's hope my head movement on point.
Right. We ain't ducking nobody. We taking everything. Yeah, we would at 155. We would run through the whole division, but
Yep.
we just had to keep moving in what we got. We got a call to do this. Let's do that. Got a call on Triller to fight boxing on Triller on 3 days' notice. We'll be there.
That's awesome. That's
They
awesome
got
to
a
hear.
4-round knockout on Triller. So
Yeah, I mean, you could come with that resume for sure. Did you guys, when you watched Billy's tape of, let's say, just for the last BKFC or the Ali one, which one stood out more to you as the way that he fights style wise?
it's not either one of those. It's a person's pedigree. Period.
Yep.
It goes before these. You know what I mean? Because what you're seeing is just a person mastering what they've already learned. Billy's a dog, and that's one thing you can't take out of nobody. It ain't the size of the fight. It ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight of the dog.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's the size of their heart. It's the size. And he's that dog. He's that. So we're not sitting here looking for no 1 round, 2 round knockout. We've been training for a 10-round bout.
Yep.
I sure hope he has.
And I hope so too, because I mean, like, there's 5 rounds in front of you guys. You know what I mean?
We've been training for 10.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of heard a little bit of his story yesterday, and it was like really settling that he's on that kind of same mind frame. He's just like, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna put on a show. It's his dad's birthday, apparently, on the same day. So he doesn't want to disappoint his dad. He's kind of there. So it's kind of cool to see that, like, both fighters' dads are gonna be there. They're both supporting their sons. And this is gonna make a banger of a fight. It really is. Like, the few fights I've seen of your son is insane. The few fights I've seen of Billy's have been insane. This is fight of the night, and people are kind of looking over every other one, thinking that they got that already picked out, and they really don't. That's funny here.
So good. And that's really what
We always had the shit against us, so let's go. You know what I'm saying? We always had the shit against us.
How's his weight coming off? Did he have to cut any weight? How's that going?
He just fought at 162. This fight is at 165. So
Yeah, nice. So he was pretty much on point then. No celebration, but let's get it time, right?
it's time to work, man. We come to work.
Yep. Get that paycheck. Especially 2 weeks in a row.
What it's about, man. It's about guns and butter. That's what it's about.
That's absolutely. Yep. You know, and time only does a few things. It gets your mind off of the game. It makes you think that you can celebrate, and forgetting the big picture. That's where it kind of comes and lays out. So I like that you're doing a really short, let's say vacation before another fight, because it kept his mind frame. I'll bet his mind frame's right there. Killer dog.
Don't pull that trigger when I.
Yes.
That's good.
You
to
feel
hear,
me?
man. So how is he liking Great Falls? Is he adjusting? Is he okay?
I guess he's loving it. He's
Good.
being Baba Yaga. He's sleeping.
Get some mountain air.
He's being Baba Yaga.
That's good.
Thought he was coming down, but he's probably waiting on his food. So.
Yeah, I don't blame him, man. Cutting weight and the mind frame. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
man,
just wanted to make sure that we can connect with you and get the story behind the story. That's where a lot of people forget is, the fighter that's in the ring was built by somebody, and yours is a team. So I wanted to kind of connect and figure out the backstory, the actual story of him, and then after his fight, I would love to sit down and do a great interview with him, get his name out there some more, let's make it known that this is a kid with a lot of heart, and he's out there traveling and doing fights in 2 weeks after another fight.
That gets good. No matter what, I don't like
These
that.
stories
Yes,
sell,
sir.
because of their actual story of
Yeah.
of how an American fighter should be.
That's just Trump's can make mistakes. So you don't want to go
We see it all the time. Like if we travel to Thailand, them guys are fighting every week. If you travel to Mexico, they're fighting every week. But we America's known as being so lazy.
They want to sit and wait for the money. They want to sit and wait for the money.
Yep. And there is people out there like you guys that are out there just doing it. And so I'm glad to find these connections where we can find that and kind of get it out there and publicize that, because people forget. Stop being lazy. There's people out there that want it more than you.
And they train hard as hell.
Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear that, man. So I definitely want to get you guys, on an interview one of these days of your gym as well. Just kind of like your setup, get you guys out there. It sounds like a really good community. And let's get your coach's name out there again. What were their names again one more time?
You got Coach Ryan Perez. You got me.
Yep.
As far as the coaches right now, and my promoter Nelson Lopez.
Nice.
Shout out to Raynello Management.
I like being first.
That's good to hear, man. So you got a whole team behind you.
I've been first fight on
So everything's ready for weigh-ins. You guys are settled. Like,
Yeah, we ready to go. Ready to go, B. Just ready to go, man. Friday can't come fast enough. We ready to go.
So
get homesick.
that's right. I kind of want to see. So as a father, you love your son and you know he's going to win. As a coach, what do you
Same thing. I love him. I know
what do
he's
you
going to win.
predict? Absolutely. What do you predict, though?
There's no prediction in this because this is a game of chess.
Yep.
This ain't checkers.
Yep.
And I say this all the time, even in boxing. This is you got more of a risk in this than boxing. So, I'm not going to sit here and say, I predicted that last boxing match where I didn't. I said it was going to go full. I said it was going to go a decision.
Yeah.
But this one right here, if he withstands, then he go all 5 rounds. He's going to look crazy. That's all I can say. Sometimes having that dog in you is a bad thing.
Hey, man, it can go either way, and like you just said, that explains it fully. It always is a risk. I mean, and like you said, it's chess. So who shows up and who plays the right game that day? That's what it comes down to.
They told me when you in Rome, do as the Romans do.
That's right.
I'm in Montana, so I gotta do what the Montanans do.
That's a good one. I like it. All tough in Montana, so I'm glad you're coming up to try it out and test it. That's great to hear, man. Tell your boy
I only got a couple spots.
100%, thank you for coming down here, putting this fight on. Thank you for coming
Get us some
down.
sponsors, man. Get us some sponsors. We need sponsors. Get us some sponsors. Put the
Need
word
some
out there.
sponsors? All right,
Get
man,
us
I
some
got
sponsors.
you. All right,
Let's
cool.
go.
So after the fight, I would like to get you an interview, and then as well as your gym, I would like to try to support you guys in both ways. So I'll be at the weigh-ins. I want to see you guys pumped, ready, make weight, and I'm gonna make sure I get this name out, man. I got you. I got you on this. I
See you
want you
later,
guys
brother.
out
Let's
there.
go.
This is a hell of a story. I'm not gonna let go of it. So you got our back for sure. I got your back. Let's just let's put on a damn good show. And like I said, let's get some names out there.
Thank you, man.
Think about it.
Absolutely. Thank
Thank
you for
you,
coming
man.
on. Thank you for, taking your time out of your night. I know it's been probably a hell of a night cutting that little bit of weight that he had to. Didn't seem like he had to cut much. That's a good thing. But keeping his mind frame, there and just making sure he's ready. I mean, that's the role as a coach. So I'm really glad we got to hear your point of view, and I hope to hear his soon. So we will be on this, all right?
Say less, brother.
All right. Tell
Be blessed,
him
man.
if he gets a little bit of time tomorrow and he wants to do an interview, more than welcome. I mean, if he feels like he needs to pump some names out there, say some words, I would greatly do that for him. So
Say less.
you
I
just let
set
him
it up.
know.
Say less.
All
Say
right, man.
less.
Sounds great. You guys have a great night. Enjoy Great Falls, Montana, and put on some bug spray, man, because the mosquitoes will eat
Yeah,
you, bro.
I'm gonna get the smoke on their ass.
All right, get it. It was good to talk to you,
Y'all
brother.
be blessed, man.
Absolutely. Do you have any shout outs before you want to go?
Huge shout out to Glass Jaw Mouth Guards. They support all fighters, all combat sports. That's my
Nice.
company personally. Glass
Oh,
Jaw
nice.
Mouth Guards,
All right, let's get that
all
out there.
pro. Big shout out to Slaughterhouse Boxing. Big shout out to everybody back home. Thank you for everybody's support. Thank everybody, man. Thank y'all. And this is I'm paying it forward. Telling y'all thank you now.
Well, they're all gonna see you on the big screen here come Friday. So let's show them. Let's show them what the gym does.
Yes, sir. Big shout out, bro. Ryan. Big shout out. Let's go.
They all forget Ryan setting this stuff
Big
up,
shout
man. He's on it.
Yeah.
Definitely a shout out to Ryan. Ryan Hall is like one of the best matchmakers Montana's ever seen. He pulls together some really good fights. He doesn't give anybody breaks. He's not one-sided, and the guy loves to see good fights. So I'm glad this fight got put together.
I was like, dude, this
We're
is
just gonna
fucking.
expose that because people are not seeing the real picture of this fight setup. They don't understand. This is fight of the night written all over it.
They will, man.
They will. We're not gonna shush this. We gotta expose this, man. Let's get you sponsors, brother.
Damn it. That motherfucker out there, goddamn. Put it in the face.
They already signed the agreement, so here it's fight time now.
Let's go, brother.
Let's go. All right, man. I will see you guys at the weigh-ins tomorrow, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Later.